Hi, I'm Autumn. Thanks for joining me on my mat. Today we're going to do a power vinyasa flow. So take what you need from class, a lot of hip opening, a lot of shoulder opening, and things that are going to serve you well to add into your regular routine so that you stay nice and limber when you're doing whatever activity you do, whatever that might be. So let's come to a child's pose. Get your knees about hip width or maybe even a little wider if that feels good. Your big toes together and just sit those glutes back towards your heels and reach out your fingertips. Maybe even take the time to tent them out, kind of finding a little more space in your chest and your side body. Inhale, exhale, out your mouth. Inhale, exhale out your mouth. Think about that belly filling up with that air. Inhale, exhale. Option to start coming into your Ujjayi breath. Slight restriction to your back of your throat. Inhaling and exhaling through your nose. You can bring your tongue to the top of your mouth to kind of help, the roof of your mouth to kind of help with that. Inhale when you're ready. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to plant your forearms. Bring those elbows right underneath your shoulder. And then tuck that core in, kind of creating that strong wraparound core, pelvis in, around all the way to your back. And then we're just going to move back and forth. So fingers are spread wide. We're just coming to right above our elbows and keeping that pelvis tucked. One more breath here. Come back up. And then we're going to walk our knees out a little wider. So if this doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can put a blanket under your knees, or you can keep your knees a little in. We're going to just come into this frog here. So go ahead and turn your toes out. Keep your feet flexed. Keep that core tucked in, and we're gonna again just moving back and forth, really getting into your hips a little deeper. And just remember, you can move sideways or just find a towel or something or blanket to put underneath those knees. So keep that pelvis tucked and keep working back and forth. 3, working with your breath, pressing into the mat with those forearms. 2, 1, and then we're gonna find some stillness. So rise up, and then we're just gonna hold this frog here for 3 more counts. 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those knees underneath your hips. You're gonna come up into your tabletop. So rise up, your wrists are right underneath your shoulder. Again, check your core, make sure it's braced, gaze forward and down. And then when you're ready, just move in and out of some of these cat and cows. So resting in your hands, tuck your pelvis around that spine, and then inhale, rise up. Just moving in a way that feels good to you. This is a great time to listen to your body and kind of feel it out. Maybe adding on a couple hip rolls here, working with that breath. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come back to that nice strong tabletop. When you're ready, we're gonna kick out your right heel, so your hips are still square, your core is nice and braced. And then once you feel stable in between your 2 hands, you're going to lift that left into your bird dog. Hold here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring that leg and foot out away from your body and then back in. 3, 2, keep working with that breath. 1. Bring it back in. Now we're gonna come into the crunch. Round your spine, tuck your elbow. 3, 2, 1. Come all the way out, and then we're gonna bring bring that hand down. Tuck those elbows in tight so the the inside of those elbows come out. And we're gonna come in for a dip here for 5, 4, keep that body nice and straight. 3, press in those fingertips. Exhale, 2, 1. Good job. Bring that knee down, tuck those toes, and we're gonna come up to a hover. So you're really in the same position. You're just bringing those knees up a couple inches, spreading those fingers wide, really pushing the mat's gonna protect your wrist. Keep that head and neck nice and long. We're here for 3, belly in, 2, 1. Good job. Bring that down. Untuck your toes or leave them tucked if that feels better to you. And then when you're ready, you're gonna kick that left heel out, brace at your core. When you're ready, lift up that arm on the right side. Take a breath. And we're gonna bring it out, bring it back in. Inhale out, exhale back in. One more here, out. In, take that inhale, and then exhale, round that spine, tuck that chin, come into that crunch. Out, exhale, inhale, keep that shoulder over that wrist. One more here. Good job. Bring that hand down. Again, make sure those elbows are in tight towards your body, in towards your rib cage, and then tuck that rib cage in, that lower rib cage. Come in for your dips for 5, 4, 3, good job, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that leg back down, tuck those toes again. We're gonna come into a hover here. This time we're gonna be here for 5, chest forward, shoulders over wrist, 4, 3, feel that core fire up, 2, 1, and then push straight into that downward facing dog. Let that head and neck hang here. Take a couple sways side to side, getting in the outer thigh and those back of those hamstrings. Let that head and neck hang. And then when you're ready, you can start to find some stillness. Inhale, exhale, sit bones are up high. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, when you're ready, you're gonna inhale that right leg up high. And then as you come forward, you're gonna bring it up to that tricep if you can, or elbow. Hold here for a sec. And then kick it back. Cross your body, bring it to the left side. Kick it back. And then we're gonna come into our scorpion. So bring that right hip on top, bend that knee about 90 degrees, keep that foot flexed, and keep both hands anchored down equally. Inhale. Exhale, inhale back to center. Round that spine, tuck that chin. Inhale, kick back up, and then tuck that chin again, stepping all the way through for a low lunge. And then when you're ready, we're gonna drop that back knee, untuck those toes coming into your crescent. So left hip's gonna pull back. Bring your arms up if you want it, or you can bring it to your hips if that feels better to you. Just keep those shoulder blades pulled down your back. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Squeeze, if you're here with me with the arms. Inhale, reach up, grab that left arm, pull it over with your right. Find length in that left side body. Back to center, half split. Kick that front leg, that foot flexed, and then find that hinge at your hips, and then keep pulling that left hip back as you walk your hands and your body forward, your chest forward. Excuse me. Inhale, exhale. Maybe let the head and neck go. Inhale, come back up to crescent. Exhale, half split, this time airplane arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, open that chest. One more, inhale. Exhale, half split. Good job. Inhale, reach forward, plant your hands. We're gonna come into our runner's lunge. We're gonna get a little wider, and then you're gonna roll onto the outside of the pinky toes if that feels good to you. So find some space in that right hip. That chest is coming forward. Nice long spine. When you're ready, plant that foot. Heel toe it a little wider so it's almost coming to the edge of your mat. Get strong in that left leg. And then when you're ready, you're gonna step all the way forward. So you got your heels in, toes out, and we're gonna come into our malasana, our yogi squat. So chest up, tailbone down, gaze forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're gonna rise up to 90 degrees here, and we're gonna come back down. So we're here for 5. Keep breathing, keep gazing forward. 4, 3, squeeze those glutes. 2, 1. Go ahead and plant your hands. Heel toe your toes together until you're in your forward fold, and then halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up. Reach. Exhale, squeeze your elbows. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Wardrobe malfunction. Let your head and neck hang here for a moment. Feel into a little looseness in that neck. And then when you're ready, you're gonna plant your hands and step or hop back into a chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale, and you can always take any modifications you want. You can just come into tabletop, straight to a downward facing dog if you want to skip the whole thing. When you're ready, you're going to inhale your left leg up high. Exhale, bring that to that tricep. Kick it back. Cross your body, no rush. Kick it back. Stack that hip. So bring that left hip on top, bend that knee about 90 degrees. Flex that foot. Back to center, round your spine, tuck your chin. Kick it back. Step all the way through. Drop that back knee when you're ready, and then we're going to come up to that crescent. Inhale, arms up if you're with me, or on your hips if that's better for you. Exhale, squeeze those elbows together, open that chest. Inhale, reach, grab that right wrist with your left hand, let that lengthen on the right side as you pull it over a little gently. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, half split. So kick that front leg, pull that left hip back. And then if you want your head and neck to come forward, if that feels good, maybe find a little rounding once you find the hinge. Good job. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, lean and fly. Inhale, forward. Exhale, lean and fly. Inhale, plant those hands on the inside. Heel toe your foot out, and then find that left side, that pinky toe, if that feels good to your knee. Otherwise, keep that foot flat, and then just find space in that left hip. Good job. Keep breathing. Deep belly breaths. Inhale, exhale. Plant that foot. Get strong in that back leg. So tuck those toes, and then heel toe your foot a little wider if you're not there already over the edge of your mat. Kick it up, come into your malasana. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up 90 degrees, back down. 4. Keep pressing gently into those inner thighs. 3. Chest up. 2. 1. Come halfway up. Plant your hands, heel toe those feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward one more time. Little extra bends. All the way up. Reach through those fingertips. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step or hop back into your chaturanga. Elbows bent. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Okay, we're gonna add on here as we do. Inhale, kick up. Right leg. Exhale, bring it to that tricep. Pulse it up if you can. Kick it back. Cross your body. Kick it out. Stack that right over into what I call the tripod, but I know that's mixing it up a little bit for you. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze that right side of your body up. And then bring that hand down when you're ready. Kick that right leg up. Stack that hip again. Inhale, center. Knee to nose round all the way through. And then we're going to come up for a high lunge here. So pull that right hip back. Adjust yourself however you need it. Square your hips with the front of your mat. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring that back knee in. You can bring your arms down if you want to work your arms into it. And then lengthen. So down, lengthen, down, lengthen. Listen, on this last one, we're gonna kick this back leg up and you're gonna hold here for a moment. And then when you're ready, we're gonna bring this back knee in all the way up till you're in your single leg mountain. And then we're gonna come into our figure four. So if you stop along the way, if you tap your toe down, take a little grounding break, that's okay. Just keep that foot flex when you get here. You can always pull it in a little closer if you're not quite in that left glute. Keep that nice, strong core, long spine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, rise back up into your mountain. And this time we're gonna leave those hands behind, lean and fly here, and then slowly we're gonna step this left foot back and ground your right foot. So you're gonna come into your simple twist, and then we're gonna bring that hand to our ear. We're gonna be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, bring those ribs in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, exhale, inhale, 1, reach up, then ground that hand again, kick that right leg up, go through your flow. So squeeze those elbows in, slow it down, upward facing dog, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna go straight into the left. So left comes up, bring it into that tricep, pulse it up if you can, kick it back, cross your body, come into your tripod, left arm over that wrist, squeeze into that left side, rising up. Inhale, exhale, slowly bring that hand back down, kick that leg back up, stack your hip, coming into your scorpion. Back to center, knee to nose, all the way through. Step into that high lunge. Rise up when you're ready. Don't forget to pull that left hip back. And then when you're ready, once you have your tilt, then you're gonna come down with that back knee. Reach out if you're coming with me with the arms. Hover, reach. Hover, reach. Keep pulling that left hip back, stay strong. One more here, we're gonna reach out to the fingers, and then that back leg's gonna come up when you're ready. You can always bring your arms back together, back behind you or to heart for a little more stability. Inhale. That right knee is gonna come all the way through slowly, no rush. Get stable in that left. And then when you're ready, we're gonna come into that figure four. Again, if you need to ground for a sec, that's okay. Just sit back in that left hip when you're ready. It's okay to be wobbly. It's okay to sway. It's part of the fun. Find your focus. Inhale, exhale, inhale, rise all the way up, lean and fly, kick through that right leg all the way, hold here for one breath, and then the exhale, you're gonna gently step that back leg down until you're in your low lunge. That left arm's gonna come up, 6 to 12, so you're in your simple twist, find length, and then bring that hand to your ear, and then we're gonna exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, opening that chest on the way up. 5, keep pressing into those fingertips. 4, on the ground, not in your head. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop that hand. Step back, go through your flow. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bend your knees on the bottom of your neck. Exhale, step or hop forward. Inhale, straight into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come right into your chair. So sit back on those heels. You can bring your toes to touch, or you can bring them hip width apart. Feel it out for yourself anywhere in between. Bring those lower ribs in. Nice long neck. Match up with your spine here. Inhale. On your exhale, we're gonna rise up to the balls of our feet. So you're gonna squeeze those arms back, triceps towards each other, pinky fingers towards each other, and come up onto the balls. And then inhale slowly. Bring your arms back up. Come on to the balls of your feet. It's gonna take a little bit of control. I'm already shaking a little bit. Exhale, come up. Let's do 2 more here. Arms forward, you're doing great. Balls of your feet. 1 more. Squeeze it back. And then as we roll down your feet, I want you to anchor that left, and that right leg's gonna come up over your left leg, and then left arm is gonna come up over your right. Your elbows are gonna come straight out from your shoulder, and you're gonna sit down into your eagle. So your arms about 90 degrees, sit back, squeezing, hugging those arms and your inner thighs together. Sitting back in that left glute. 3, you can always ground your ankle. Slow it down. 2, 1. Go ahead and pick that leg up. Keep your bind, and we're gonna step back into your warrior 1 at whatever pace serves you. So your hips are still kind of squared with the front of the mat. You might find them tilting a little over towards the right of your mat, but back heels down, toes are about 30 degrees. And take an inhale and rise up just a little bit into a baby back bend. And then we're gonna exhale, find that hinge at hip, so pull that left hip back as we come forward here a little bit. Gonna bound. Keep that bind. Inhale, raise up. Exhale. Left hip pulls back. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, come to center. We're gonna lose that and then bring those hands behind you. Open it up and then come forward into your warrior, your humble warrior, excuse me. Your left knee is over that ankle. You're still pressing down that back foot. And then when you're ready, you're gonna inhale, let go. All 10 toes are gonna come to the side of your mat. I'm gonna turn it around, but you stay in the direction you are. Come into your star, and then bring those heels into our goddess. So we're gonna rise up and sink back down. You can walk it out, feel it out for yourself. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hold down here, so track that weight, those knees out towards your pinky toe. And then we're gonna bring our arms in and back out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring that core in, really bring those lower ribs in towards those upper hips. You're gonna feel this in these inner thighs. Can you go a little deeper? 5, keep breathing. 4, you're doing awesome. 3, 2, stay where you are, keep going. 1, rise back up. And then we're gonna hinge forward, framing that front left foot. Plant your hands until you're in your low lunge. Plant your right hand, step back your left foot until you're in a side plank. If you want to come down to your forearm, you have that choice. It's still really challenging and really gonna get those obliques. So we're gonna take a little dip here, rise up. 9, press into the fingertips. 7, 6, you can stagger your feet, drop your knee. 5, 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Come into your high plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, exhale, inhale, bend your knees on the bottom of your exhale, hop or step forward. Inhale, straight into your halfway lift. Exhale into your forward fold. Inhale, rise up into that chair. Find that long line. Gaze forward, and then on your exhale, come onto the balls of those feet. Slow, controlled. Slow, controlled. 4, 3, 2, keep that core nice and in. 1. On your way down, anchor that right foot as you lift that left. Left foot is going to come over as your left arm comes under, and then sink down into your bounding ball. So again, elbows out. Find that weight back in those heels. Squeeze those inner thighs in together. It's okay to touch down. It's okay to anchor those toes. Keep breathing, opening up those shoulder blades. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale, slowly bring that leg back up for your single leg mountain, but keep that bind. And then step back into your warrior one, keeping your bind. Pulling that left hip back, plant that whole foot down. Keep those hips squared with the mat, and then we're gonna inhale, baby back bend, so look up. Exhale, pull that left hip back as you come forward. You don't have to come too deep here. Just work in this range a little bit. One more here. Exhale. Come forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring those hands behind your back. Intertwine those fingers. And then exhale into your humble warrior. Exhale, and then inhale, release as you rise up, and then all 10 toes come to the side of your mat into your star, and then walk those heels in, sinking into your goddess pose. So you're 90 degrees here. Again, your knees are tracking out. We're gonna rise up, inhale, sink into it. You can get as wide as it feels good to you. Really push through those heels into those inner thighs. Exhale, sink back down. One more like this. Inhale, push up. Exhale, sink down. Stay here. You can get deeper if you want. We're gonna bring those inner thighs, not the inner thighs, the arms together. Keep those inner thighs engaged. Back out. 3. Squeezing those elbows in. 2. Can you get a little deeper? 1. Bring it out. Inhale, rise up. Come framing that front foot. Plant your hands down. Then get into that simple twist. Your right arm's gonna come up. And then when you're ready, you're gonna step back that right foot. So come into that high plank. And then we're gonna come into that press up. And then breathing with it. 8, press your fingertips into that mat. You can come onto that elbow. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up, bring those hands forward. Go through your flow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the top of your mat, and then we're gonna come straight into a seated position. Roll down into your boat. So your boat can be anchored if that feels better to you. So you get that nice long spine, chest forward, shoulders squeezed together. Or you can bring your feet up for a bent knee boat, chest forward, palms up. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, belly button in your spine, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and anchor the boat if you're not there already. We're going to bring our hands together, making a pyramid, and we're going to come side to side for some twists here. So pretend like you're planting your hands down, your body and gaze are going to follow our upper body. Your legs are staying still. This is a great way to get into those obliques real quick. We're here for 10, 9, 8, good job, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, keep breathing, 2, 1. Okay, grab onto those, roll down until your spine's all the way connected to the mat. Press that pelvis down, walk those feet in, and then we're just gonna do a little upper body, upper ab area. So bring those hands behind your head and just come up so your elbows are wide, almost like you're just like stamping your face on the sky or the wall, wherever you are, not wall, ceiling. So just a really isolated movement here, but keep pressing that pelvis down into the mat, keeping all of the engagement. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring those feet up, and then we're going to come into a little bowl and push everything out. So if you want to bring your hands into it and your head and neck up, or you can just hold your hands behind your neck, depending on how that's feeling. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, good job, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come into your bicycles, yogi bicycles. It's like, what are the words? What are the words? Obviously, I don't normally do night classes because it's even harder for me to think of words, but still doing all the things that work, so hopefully that's what counts. Keep your feet flexed, keep moving side to side, keep those elbows a little bit wide, not too tucked in. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, keep breathing, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Go ahead and bring your knees in for a sec. Give yourself a little love on your back there. And then when you're ready, we're gonna hold that right knee, extend that left leg, give a little ankle roll here. And then when you're ready, we're gonna let that left foot come up, right's gonna come on top, keep that flex here. And then go ahead and grab that hamstring, or you can grab the top of your shin. We're gonna keep our head and neck down, getting a little deeper into this. Take a deep inhale, exhale. Gently release when you're ready, and let that whole shape fall over towards your left as you to your right arm up. One more breath here. Come back to center, unwind yourself, and then grab that left knee, let that right leg extend, and then take a couple rolls here. And then bring that foot in on the right, and then come into that figure 4. You can find a little length in your spine and your inner thigh by pressing on that inner thigh with your left hand, And then when you're ready, bring that shape in wherever you want to. Hamstring might be a little more accessible. Drop that right foot, holding that shape. Everything's gonna fall over towards your right, and the left arm's gonna tee out as you take an inhale into this twist. Come back to center. Unwind yourself by bringing your knees in, and then just start to rock and roll a little bit until you come up to a seated position. We're gonna scoot back, move those glutes out of the way if you got them, and then everybody's got glutes, but you know, depending on the meat. Keep your feet flexed, chest forward. Inhale, bring those arms up, and then as you exhale, first find your hinge, and it might not be deep, and then reach forward wherever you land. And then after that, if it feels good, you can let your back just start round forward, head and neck coming with it. And then come into a comfortable seated position. Thanks for joining me on the mat today. Take all the cool down you need. See you soon.